We're not getting recorded.
Okay, so I decided for today that we're going to do this step by step together. I found there was a lot of confusion from the last time over the Georgian architecture, like how to get everything kind of to line up. So I thought it would be better. I still have your pieces, and I said, look, some of them are really good. So I don't want to discourage you, but I thought we could stop this part, do the White House all together, and then if you want to go back and work on yours again, you can, or we can be done with it after we're kind of getting this one laid out, okay? So for today, when you get your piece of paper, if you don't already have a ruler, come get a ruler and get a pencil. So, well, I said when you get your paper, make sure we're listening to instructions. So when you get your paper, you we're going to restart. We're going to restart.
We're at this table.
We're going to restart together. All the way up. Thank you. Get your ruler. Draw very, very lightly. Please don't draw dark because not all of these lines are going to stay on your paper. So let's make sure we're not drawing too dark. The first thing we want to add is the horizon line. So remember, always start with your horizon line. Draw lightly, yes ma'am. You can do it a little below the middle, that's fine. Don't go too far down because you need room for your building. Also, boys and girls, please remember not to slap the rulers against the table or bend them. That's totally fine. Yeah?
Good. Hi, John. What are we talking about today?
Okay. Now, does anyone remember the two, what it's called, the two dots we put on the end? Yes, ma'am. Very good. Vanishing point.
You don't need the dots. We can just go to that.
Let's make sure we're here. So make sure you put those on either end of your horizon line, right at the edge of the paper. That gives us the most space to work with. Okay. So this is the image we're looking at. If you remember the White House, image. I will put it up on the screen again for you. Okay, so now we have to make the corner of the building. So for that, let me close my blinds just a little bit so it's a little darker in here. So when you're doing two-point perspective, you can see two sides of a building at the same time. That's the 2 points. So we have the 2 vanishing points, so we're able to see two sides of our building. So for this one, the corner that we're looking at drawing is this one right here. Now notice it's a lot farther to the left side than it is to the right, correct? So the corner that we're going to be drawing is really close to the left side of our paper. We want to make sure that that corner drops below the horizon line. Here's the horizon line. Do you see how this corner drops below there? What are we discussing?
No, because my elbow hurts.
Okay, thank you for moving that. All right, so this is very important that this line is perfectly straight. If you need to, line it up at the bottom of your paper to make sure your ruler is not crooked. So make sure this vertical line is straight. It needs to pass through the horizon line onto the ground. Okay?
Wait,
Onto the area below here. This is the ground. So this is the horizon line. It's got to go past the horizon line down.
How big?
It's up to you. The larger you make that line, the bigger your building will be. If you want a very small building, it's smaller. If you want it bigger, bigger. Yes, ma'am?
Small building easier to
I think bigger is a little easier to fit everything into than trying to cram it to a smaller space. Okay? All right, so does anyone remember what the diagonal lines are called? Yes, orthogonal lines. Very good. So from the top of your vertical to your vanishing point, you're going to draw diagonal lines, top and bottom, on both sides. So this building's orthogonal lines are here and here. Okay, so here, if it kept going to the vanishing point for this building is way onto the board and way over here on this side of the wall. But if we would imagine those vanishing points, those orthogonals would come out to the vanishing point. Okay? So you have to use your imagination. Yes, Rory?
Is this good? Because I feel like it got a little thin right there.
It's totally fine. Yeah? Now,
Quick thing.
yes.
Why is there an underground city under the White House?
It's not underground. That is a barrier wall that is the sub-level of the house. So it's below ground. It's like a basement.
Oh, that's the basement.
Like a basement. Okay? Alright. So now if you look at the edge of this side wall, it's pretty close to that corner that we just drew. Yes? Right?
Yeah.
But this one is pretty far away. This edge is really far from that. So on my sketch, I'm going to draw that side wall pretty close. And this one I'm going to draw farther away. Now, good. Now you're going to draw the vertical line. Please make sure these vertical lines again are straight. If you need to line your ruler up with the bottom of the paper to make sure they're straight, do so.
Bro, I'm not even done.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Now I'm going to just erase only my horizon line inside where my building is. That's all I'm erasing. You don't have to do this at all if you don't want to right now. I'm just doing it so it's a little easier to see for you guys.
Glad we're learning this.
It is cool. You can start making your own 2-point perspective on modern houses at home too.
Yay.
There's a lot of YouTube videos on 2-point perspective if you guys want to watch them at home.
None of this relates to China.
Stop waiting.
Sure.
Stop recording those. Don't stop recording. Why?
I don't trip over it on the language.
Because
Okay. Now I'm going to switch colors so you can see the different lines that I'm getting ready to make. So I'm going to start to design this front neoclassical part of this structure. This is where the pediment is. This is where the columns are. This is really not part of the house. It's more so an overhang for this house. It's a very decorative entrance. So we're going to create this, this illusion making it look three-dimensional using our vanishing point still. So, do you see the corner? This is almost like a separate box that's attached to the house. Can you see it?
what?
You can see the separate box here. Okay, so this box also, like this first box's corner was right here, right? This box's corner is right here. You guys see that? Okay, so I'm going to start with this corner, and I want to notice that it's not right in the middle of the house. It's a little slightly to the right. So when I draw it, this is my front of my house, and this was maybe the middle here. I'm going to just slide it over just a little. Again, I need to make sure this line is very straight. And I want to go just slightly below this line. Okay? So I need to make it just a little bit longer.
Like this?
So it looks something like this. Drop it down just a little bit past this one. Not much, just a little bit past.
Wait, in the middle?
You don't need to go all the way to the top.
Wait, like
Yours is a little crooked, make sure it's straight.
This one is
Right.
Does this look good?
This line is crooked.
Wait, should it be straight? Should it be straight? It's broke. Oh, yeah. Should it be straight? Does this look good?
That's fine. Yeah. Drop it. Make sure it's below this line. It's crooked, buddy. Straighten it up. Yes. Now, it's not straight.
Did you draw that on your own? Incredible.
It sounds like a pig.
Okay.
Wait, no, I messed up.
Okay. I'm going to give you a minute if some of you need to catch up. So, we're going to use that line. It's still crooked, but straighten it up.
I did it. Alright,
Much better. Yeah. All right, class.
yes,
Daniel, are you all right, bud? Okay. Do you want me to come help you in a minute? Okay, I will. I'll be right there. All right. So while I go help Daniel, I want you to take the same idea we just did with this line that we made orthogonal. So again, you're going to go to the same vanishing point that you went the first time. But this time you're doing it to this line.
Wait, like this?
Stop it.
Now this, hold on. This line is going to be the same. This line will not. Yep, draw your orthog back to your orthog. Draw your orthogonals back to your vanishing point together. All right. I'll be right there, Mommy.
She's trying to do weird noises. What?
Do your best. Okay. Marks are still up there. Okay, you got that line. Now you got to do your orthogonal from the top and bottom. See, look. Yeah. So you got to get from the top to your vanishing
Yeah, the big coconut. Also, they try that's about to go. Big mega trailer.
Hold on. No. I need your mouse. Okay. Now, so this line right here that we just created, that I made in red, this is going to become the pillars, the columns. Okay? Let me show you.
I see it. Okay.
Boys and girls, let's show respect. Thank you. Okay. I gotta grab my ruler. I left it on the table here.
Stop it. We're gonna get in trouble. Yes.
Alright. So, eyes up here, please. Okay, so now that I have the corner of my column, this line right here, the back of it touches the wall. So now where my wall is where my building is right here, where they intersect. So I'm going to draw the red line here, straight up and down. All right, and then the pillars in. What? Guys, do not just start blurting out. Raise your hand. The end of the column ends almost at the edge of the house. So the side of the columns that touch the house. Do you see where the house is in black?
Yes.
I put the red line where it would touch the house. Now, the other one, this is the back side of my house right here, this line. The columns stop shortly before the edge of the house. So I put my other red line right there.
I'm confused.
Oh! So now I'm going to erase these orthogonals so it doesn't confuse you.
Do we?
Yes,
You don't have to right now. So now I have a box sitting in front of my box. Do you guys see it?
Yeah. No. Yes.
Do you see this box sitting in front of this box?
No. Yeah.
You can't see. Here you have it. Right here. Oh, just raise the bottom line. Just the little orthogonal part, not that part. Is this good, Miss Rose? Yeah, you can.
Singing donkey bomb.
You can erase your orthogonal, the diagonal. Bring that line down. If you want to.
Probably I mean you see that movie? We were doing a gigantic Lego project.
I'm going to spend the next couple minutes walking around and just assessing. Walking around and assisting anyone that needs a little bit of help. I will be walking around, just raise your hand. Please don't get up and come and ask me because I will be right there with you, okay?
I don't know.
Yes, you can erase that line and the one underneath it. And you can erase those diagonals. Yeah? Okay. Your diagonal.
For example, pool parties. For example,
Yeah?
my mom to like just make other people laugh. Hashtag diary of cookies with a dog. No,
Something away that wasn't supposed to be. Okay. Can you grab that pencil off?
So you're saying there's someone in the bathroom? outside, then we have like 2 windows. It's a nice yeah, really cool. But they are loyal to their owners and they won't protect their owners. And so she was walking up to her neighbor's and the fish starts following their it's very right over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in our seats. Your noise level is getting too loud. Hannah, I would suggest you move.
Yes.
Jack, I want you to go over here. Now. Right over there. Right over there.
Right on.
Thank you. Okay, let's keep the noise level down so I can assist other people, please, for the next couple of minutes.
You can't go back, John. You're not He needs to learn to cover himself.
I drew it.